Guys, we're out on the back porch today, and it is windy, so you may hear a little bit of wind noise and banjos in my lap. And we're out here with some hats.
Yay, hats.
I've got this hat. David got some cute hats for Christmas. Gracie got him this one.
It's a nice Stetson.
Nice Stetson from Brace.
Still got the tags on it, like Mini Pearl.
You're gonna have to take these off. Got this cutie pie guy. I got him this little beanie. What do you call it? Bowler? Jonathan's a bowler. It reminds me of Giorgos. He's a videographer with Diet Doctor, and just one of my favorite people. And he wears those all the time, inside and out. And then Jonathan got a top hat you can borrow if you want to. And then we've got my favorite.
Oh, look, it's a Cooking Keto with Kristie hat. How could I not love this?
That's right. And David got these hats, and you don't like hats.
I hate hats. They're too hot. Ugh,
So why
hats.
would we give him hats when he really doesn't love hats? Well, right before Thanksgiving, David got a call from his dermatologist. He goes every 6 months for skin checks. And he has had some basal cell carcinomas and has had to have like the nose procedure before to remove the basal cells. But this time we were told that he had a melanoma. And it was a scalp melanoma. And if you Google scalp melanoma, you'll see that they can be very aggressive. Dr. Google will scare you
But don't Google
to
it.
death. Don't Google it. I did. Don't
You
Google
weren't supposed to.
I Googled it for a spag.
You weren't supposed to.
Apparently, for some reason, they don't know if it's because it was closer to the brain or there's like a stronger vascular system in the scalp, but oftentimes it can be far more aggressive. And so we just knew for a week. We only knew that he had a melanoma. We didn't know what stage it was or anything. It took forever. Actually, it was about 2 or 2.5 weeks before you actually got seen. But we ended up going to UNC, to the Center for Melanoma. It's in the Keto and Cancer Hospital, and saw a fantastic PA and a fantastic surgeon there. We really liked them a lot, and they told you
They were going to have to cut it out. Well, they
Yeah.
told us that it was a level 1A melanoma, which as the diagnosis goes, that's a really good diagnosis.
Right. We probably
they told me that this one wouldn't kill me. So that was, that made me happy. I don't know if it made Kristie happy or not. She'll have to tell you that later, but it made me really happy to learn it was going to kill me. But they did say that I would get more melanoma, that I would have to keep a real close check on my skin every 3 months or so. Well, every 3 months.
Yeah, no worse at every 3 months. And they told us a stage 1A, which is really about the best news we could get. And so they're going to do surgery. And he had a couple options for surgery, but the one that gives him not a bald spot for the rest of his life is it's general anesthesia. And it's like right up on the top, I'm going to show him. It's right like on the top of his, like right there, on the crown of his head. And he has a little bit of a bald spot there now, just a little where the hair's just a little more thin, which probably saved his life because they were actually impressed that the local dermatologist saw it. And anyway, so, but she did. And so they're going to shave like a 2-inch diameter, and they're going to do, he said, a reverse mohawk. So like, I guess shave down the middle of your head, a 2-inch diameter that they'll shave around, and then they're going to take about the size of a quarter, all the skin down to the fascia, like down to the bottom, not the skull or anything, just to the fascia. So they'll remove that, really being super careful to get all the cells. So anyway, it is general anesthesia. So one of the big decisions that you've got to make, besides like which hat you're going to wear, one of the big decisions you've got to make is what do you want to eat when you come out in recovery?
So I'm thinking that, well, I mean, I've never been under general anesthesia before that I remember, but I presume that my stomach may be a little queasy. So I'm thinking something of a texture of bread. I'm thinking a muffin from your
From Keto Gatherings.
Keto Gatherings, yes, from Keto Gatherings.
There are 12 flavors in Keto Gatherings, so he should be able to find
Shameless
something in
plug.
there. I'll give you the, no, not at all. I'm just going to give you the book and say, here, pick out what you want. I thought the
blueberry
chocolate,
muffin.
I thought chocolate chip would be your
Blueberry.
favorite. That's all, and really blueberry. Okay, so I've got to find some blueberries. Not a big deal. I can do that pretty easily.
I think there's some.
I made some cranberry orange at Christmas, but I gave those away.
They were good too.
They were good.
They walked out the door.
I don't think I have anything in the freezer. Well, I never dreamed you'd want muffins because you generally don't like those so
Yeah,
much.
I'm not a big bread person to start off with. But
And I would probably choose like Zivia ginger ale because ginger ale tends to calm my stomach, or even a ginger tea, because I don't mind something hot. But you're not a fan of those things. So what are you thinking you might want to
I'm
drink?
thinking some coffee or some diet cherry syndrome.
Oh, diet cherry syndrome. Anyway, it's a local thing. Don't get started. It's terrible. It's terrible. It has terrible things in it. And he has not been drinking that and has lost some weight in the past week. I don't think there's any correlation. So what hat are you going to wear home from the hospital?
Probably the Stetson, because
Probably
it's
the
the
Stetson.
go-to-town kind of hat, right?
That's right. Put on your good clothes and take the cart and buggy into the trail like the Jethro. Jethro, that's it. No, the Daddy Clampett. What's his name? The Daddy Clampett. Not Jethro is the kid.
Jethro Bodine.
Pa.
Jed
It's just
Clampett.
Pa.
Jed
Jed
Clampett.
Clampett. It's like the Jed Clampett hat. Yeah, did he wear a Stetson?
I don't know,
We'll have
but
to
it
go
didn't look
watch.
as good as this hat
We
does.
do watch the Beverly Hillbillies tonight. But anyway, the hats are supposed to like help kind of, hide the bandage, hide the wound, but also help maybe hold the bandages in place. So that's why David got hats for Christmas, in case you're wondering. So, and he hasn't taken the tags off. I think he's in denial. So
I hate hats.
we'll probably take them to the hospital with the tags on them, and then he can choose what he wants to. And he won't have to wear them. I mean, they haven't told you have to wear them, but they said that it can help keep the bandages on, and also can help keep the sun off of you in the future moving forward. Because, as he said, every 3 months, he's going to have treatment and all that. So we appreciate your thoughts and prayers, and we are looking forward to surgery going smoothly and being home that same day, no matter what David decides to eat. And I'll be in the kitchen making muffins this week, I guess. Thanks so much, guys.